Hi guys, happy Sunday! Sunday! It's February 20th, 2022. Time for Freddie Bz's pathetic picks for what? The Daytona 500. Yes, I'm wearing an official Office Depot Daytona 500 crew jacket that I received many years ago when I was doing work for Roush Fenway Racing. And I've got this. It's super cool. It's very comfortable, very neat. But you see, it's the old Nextel. Remember them? So it's an oldie goldie, but it still fits, which is great. Anyway, today, the Daytona 500 starts at 2:30 on Fox or whatever. What we're not going to have is Darrell Waltrip, which is, I love Darrell Waltrip, but be nice not to hear boogity, I guess. And then, of course, we're going to have Larry McReynolds up there, and he's going to tell us that it's a chess match played on a 2.5 mile board. Unfortunately, we've had to hear that for 15 years. Here's the thing. Daytona 500 used to be and is probably still one of the greatest races ever. If NASCAR would let them race, it would be better. Last night's Xfinity race was an incredible finish if you like wrecks. I'm not a big fan of wrecks. I like close racing. But here's what gets me. Why don't you race to the caution? Don't race to a caution flag. Race around to the start-finish line and then throw the caution. It was the last lap of the race. You should have maybe thrown caution for everybody that, because of that race. But you should have let the start-finish line be the dictator of whom won that race. They raced to the end. And so I was a little disappointed in the outcome only because that wreck was at the end of the backstretch. So you have over a mile and a half to slow down once you get past the start-finish line or so. So if you can't slow down a mile and a half to get around the wreck, it's crazy. It's already happened. And that's one of the problems NASCAR has and why they continually lose viewers. It was rivaling the NFL so many years ago, and now, if you are a fan like I have been for as many years as I've been on the planet, you saw the rise and fall of a really great sport and some incredibly good drivers. But today, here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about our favorites, my picks, and who are the sleepers here. Because every time we have a Daytona 500, you always have some guys that come back and stuff. So let's talk about the sleepers. First of all, world champion Jacques Villeneuve is racing. He's won the Indy 500. He's won the Formula One World Championship. I think he's got a 24 Hours of Daytona. He's won in every series he's ever raced. He hasn't raced in NASCAR since 2013. Never had great equipment. Might have a good piece of equipment today. I'd look out for him. He's 50 years old, which is young by my standards, but nonetheless, he could be a factor, but he might wreck. Okay, but he's a sleeper. Coming back, Greg Biffle. Really cool to see Greg Biffle. Okay, the Biff, big sport fishing guy. He's racing today, which is kind of cool. He's going to be a sleeper, and I think the 23 team, Michael Jordan's team with Bubba Wallace and Kurt Busch sporting number 45. I wonder if he got permission from Kyle Petty or the okay to use Adam's number. Don't know, but that was Kyle Petty's number. After Adam passed away, Kyle went from 42 to 45, I believe, and used that number in Winston Cup or whatever they call it nowadays. Anyway, they could be sleepers too. I just don't know if they have the foundation and infrastructure to win the race. However, in this race, it is truly a wild card race. Favorites for today, though, I think are going to be pole sitter Kyle Larson, but very hard to win this race from the pole. It doesn't really matter where you start this race because drafting becomes the key, and if you can feel the wind and drive through the wind, that is the key to this race. Keeping your car clean, knowing when to move, and being patient pays off in this race. Brad Keselowski's got to be one of the favorites. He's got plenty of experience and has done it before. Denny Hamlin is going to be a favorite. Okay, got the right car, has done it before. Here's Eric Amarola out of Tampa. Got a good car. He's going to. Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney, obviously, two of the big favorites. you're going to think, and probably between those two, most people would probably pick one of those guys to actually win the race. I'm not sure. Again, anything can happen. It's a wild card race, so what you've got to do is you got to figure who's going to be around at the end, who's going to be patient. And my pick for today is the guy who's going to be the most patient and is going to stay out of trouble. So, who is that going to be? I'm going to tell you in a minute. But I will tell you this. You can't afford... these new pit stops will be interesting to watch because you have a single hub. So it's not now 5 lug nuts going around. It's one single hub, just like normal race cars nowadays, which I think is a kind of a neat added bonus. I also saw where Penske got their wheels confiscated, so they were obviously trying to figure out a way to cheat already, which is what you're supposed to do in NASCAR. You find those gray areas and you exploit them. So we'll see what happens with the Penske guys and how they do. But watch pit stops. They'll be interesting to watch. They should be a little bit faster than before, but also they're going to be a little bit different. I'm sure these guys, though, have practiced and practiced and practiced these new pit stop procedures. So that'll be fun to watch today, too. So who's going to win the race? Martin Truex is going to win the race. Not for any other reason, because he's a patient guy, good guy, great driver, knows what he's doing, and he's going to hang around in the back, hang around mid-pack, try to stay out of trouble, try to avoid the big one, and he's going to be there in the end. So that's it. Freddie B's pathetic Daytona 500 picks. Stone cold lock. Go ahead, call your bookie, and don't bet with me. Anyway, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Ta-ta for now.